welcome, welcome, welcome. We are continuing our storyline within the New Frontiers. I was just checking to see how many I had left in the New Frontiers. Looks like I have 3. I'm not exactly sure on how long these are going to take. I think they're, if I do remember right, there's actually a lot of talking with these. Let's go ahead and empty out some of my inventory. That's not what I wanted to click on. Drop that off. We shall put these in here so I can get them out of here. And yes, I probably should have did this before I started the stream, but I just thought about it. So that happens. All right, and then put these in here. All right, perfect. I ended up going through selling a lot of stuff that I had in my bank. Apparently, I had stocked up a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I didn't really need. And so, I sold it. Alright, so let's go ahead and head over to... Not spindle. Actually, spindle I can drop. I was using this as a quick warp over to Drazana for the Phoenix event, which already ended. So that is now dropped. Right. We'll head out. This mission is one of those missions you kind of have to do twice because this gear is actually a part of the DPS set. I do believe I'm pulling up to prove myself wrong here right now. One thing I'd always suggest when you're leveling through this is you kind of get a idea of what gear that you need for your character. And then once you get that gear, or once you get it, then you can turn it off. Yes. I need the Omni from this, and I think I need... not necessarily the console from this, but I do need the Omni. The Omni is actually the best Omni for phasers. At least by the information that I have. The turret's actually good too if you're doing a Miracle Worker, I do believe, which has let me go to a character. Oh, of course I don't have any. I don't think I have any Miracle Workers, do I? That is a commander. Oh, I do have a Miracle Worker. Perfect. So space abilities. Something synergies. I don't use it. That's the reason why. Oh, I'm looking at science abilities. What the heck? All right, mix armament synergies. This one right here, which works if you have multiple different types of weapons on your things, but which is a common build. And then beyond this is the Gamma Reputation one, which I think I already have on my ship, right? Yep. Okay, I did not level up the Gamma. Wait, no, this is the... I must have it, but I've not used it then. What the heck? No, wait, yeah, no, this is the Gamma right here. So, okay. That all being said, let's go ahead and start the mission and get some rewards. Oh, no. Alright, we are going to close out of that. again, doing my thing that I normally do, especially when I'm in Q's Winter Wonderland, is I turn off the sound. And it's actually really funny, because normally in a game I don't do that. It's only when I'm in Q's, because the audio is very annoying there. Alright, let's go ahead and turn the audio back on, and we'll go ahead and restart that all over again. I should have noticed there was something going on when OBS said there wasn't any sounds going on. Alright.
That's entirely possible. Even minimal exposure to the Nexus can be pretty disruptive to ship systems. I think we should take a closer look. Things could be worse than our initial scans have indicated.
Well, let's get closer then scan them.
Apologies. This ship's taken some damage here. Short-range comms are barely working, and we're experiencing widespread systems failure on all decks. Our Nexus defense screen's overloaded, and we were exposed to a full blast. We're lucky to be here. We could use your help.
We're on our way. On screen.
Something's not right here. I worked on the Nexus Defense Screens project, and a catastrophic failure like that seems unlikely. In an overload situation like she described, the ship wouldn't be disabled. It'd be destroyed.
Let's get a short-range scan. Red alert! All hands, battle stations.
Whatever they find, it's disrupting most of our system. Sending ducks over. We're still trying to figure out what they hit us with over here. Whatever it was, it knocked most of our systems out. We're running on emergency power. I think we'd better get over there and find out what's going on while we still have a functioning ship between us. Meet me at these coordinates on deck 10.
Alright, beaming over.
Looks like someone activated the security system on this deck. Fortunately, I know a thing or two about that system. The console here is offline, but there should be a functional one nearby in a holodeck. From there, we can access the system and shut the fields down.
Sounds like a plan.
This holodeck's damaged. Let's try the next one. All right, let's get to work. With luck, we should be able to bypass the system and drop those... Wait.
Something's wrong, Captain?
Someone's loading up a holodeck program in here, and I've got a feeling it's not for R&R.
Ready weapons.
Activating Program Barclay, 42 Epsilon. Safety protocols are disengaged.
Please, help us! The Borg are everywhere!
The program's locked. We'll have to survive the battle to leave. Last wave. Unless they change the program.
Oh, thank you. If there's anything I can do to repay you, anything at all.
Computer, pause program.
That's definitely a red Barclay program. Let's get back to business. We'd better bypass security before they send more sparring partners to deal with.
Let's use the holodeck ARC consoles.
Okay, that did it. Security systems are down on this deck, and they won't be putting us into another holodeck scenario anytime soon.
Excellent.
This is Commander Tibai. Please I repeat, if you can hear this, come to 10 forward at once. There's...
We're barely reading you there.
Our defenses just dropped. We require your... They are closing on us. Hurry. It won't be long before they attack.
Who's going to attack you?
Someone's jamming that signal. We'd better get to 10 forward.
Agreed.
Thank you for coming. The Madison has been taken over by hostile forces, and we are in dire need of assistance.
What happened here?
We responded to a distress call from USS Forrestal, long thought lost to the Nexus. As we closed to assist, the Madison was struck by a potent beam of psionic energy. It disabled the ship and left us vulnerable to attack. Mind-controlled members of the Forrestal's crew then beamed over and took control of this vessel. We few are all that remain free.
Who or what is behind this?
An alien of tremendous psionic ability, formerly trapped within the Nexus. We believe it lured the Forrestal there in an escape attempt, which failed. Somehow, it was able to break free when the Nexus recently returned. Though powerful, there are limits to the alien's ability. The combat with your ship has weakened it considerably. Now is the time to strike. The controlled crew are bound to attack again soon.
Set weapons is done if they do.
Picking up transporter signals, multiple contacts. You've got incoming.
Enemy contacts inbound.
Looks like we bought ourselves a little time. We should discuss our next move soon. You might talk with some of the survivors here for more information as well. Your call.
Thank you, Captain. Tam?
Oh, am I glad to see you. Things were looking more than a little ugly until you got here. I'd pour you a drink, but all of the replicators went offline an hour ago.
How you holding up?
As good as can be, under the circumstances. Still amazed we haven't been, dominated by that alien. The commander thinks it's because we all come from a species with psionic abilities. As good a reason as any, I suppose.
That's a sensible theory. Oh no. Poor Federation officer. Congratulations, you're now bored.
Ensign Seitel, security. Your arrival is most fortuitous. Our numbers have dwindled considerably since the enemy's initial assault. Until your arrival, I calculated our odds of survival at 4,286 to 1.
How about now, Ensign?
Difficult to fully assess at this juncture. However, I am willing to state that our odds have improved considerably. If all of you were psionics, our odds would be even better. The alien is quite ineffective against those with mental abilities.
I see. Carry on, Ensign.
Ensign Rana, engineering. Sorry for staring, Captain LaForge. Your work on transwarp theory was required reading at the Academy. Never thought I'd actually meet you. Wish it were under different circumstances.
Report, Ensign.
Right. Well, they hit main engineering first. If you're going down there, be on your guard. Several of us tried to take it back a couple of days ago. They beamed in and took us by surprise. I was the only one to make it back here.
Don't let it weigh you down.
I have a feeling these attacks will intensify as the alien gains strength. If we're going to do something to save this ship, we'll need to do it fast. Let's get down to main engineering. I think we can get a better grip on the security system there and use it to incapacitate both the hostile crew and the aliens.
Agreed.
Take these psionic inhibitors with you. We hope to use them on some of our dominated crewmates prior to your arrival. But I suspect they will serve you better at this time. They should protect you if the alien attempts to take control of your minds.
Thank you, Commander.
Watch it! They're beaming in reinforcements. Heads up! More hostiles incoming!
This is going to be a simulated ship here
We've
before
got a
shortly.
couple problems here. Main power's offline, and there's a lot of Nexus radiation getting past the screens. I'll handle the power situation while you deal with the radiation. Once that's done, we can bring the security systems back online.
Understood. Welcome, watchers. If you do like what you see, feel free to give me a like. If you like, or if you'd like to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I stream again. I do appreciate all you stepping in just to peek on what's going on. If you have any questions,
Nice
feel free
work.
to give an ask.
Radiation levels are back in the safe zone, and I've managed to prime the warp core. Give me a hand with it, and we can restore main power.
Acknowledged.
That did it. Main power's back online, and warp core is stable. I've activated most of the security systems, but it looks like the bridge is still under enemy control. It's a good bet that's where the alien is.
Let's retake the bridge.
This ship and all upon it belong to Cosmo.
Starfleet disagrees with you on that.
Your words mean nothing. Kill them. Kill them now.
We are here to assist you.
I'm reading the alien on sensors. It's back on the forestall. This isn't over yet.
Recommendations?
The Challenger might be able to fight, but most of this ship's crew is unconscious. Beam back to your ship and deal with the forestall. I'll do what I can here to get the shields up and keep the Madison in one piece.
Understood. Good luck, Captain. Scouting. 2 to beam up. Ow. Hot cocoa is hot. Fact proven. On screen.
Shall the battle continue? Shall you strike me anew?
Stand down, and the fight's over.
Once I was imprisoned within the Nexus, cast away for defying those who called themselves my rulers. And now a new jailer comes, demanding submission.
Release the ship and her crew.
No, I need this ship and everyone on it. They give me what I need to return home and avenge my imprisonment. I will not give them up.
Unfortunate. Tactical. Fire to disable.
The Challenger stands ready to assist you.
It seems I am at your mercy. Will you strike the killing blow now, as is your right?
No. You'll be taken into custody, alive.
If that is to be my fate, I yield. The ship and crew are yours. It is an unexpected mercy, one I would not extend to a vanquished foe on the battlefield. Much has changed since my banishment to the Nexus.
You've made the right choice. Put them on screen.
Nicely done. I was able to get a call into Starfleet, and we should have backup here soon. In the meantime, I'll keep working with the crews of the disabled ships. We'll have them up and running again in no time.
Glad to hear it.
You saved a lot of lives here today. You showed mercy to someone who wasn't inclined to return the favor. That goes a long way in my book.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome. The Nexus is definitely worth studying, but only under safe conditions. The crews of the Forrestal and the Madison found that out the hard way, I'm afraid. Just like we did on the Enterprise all those years ago.
Likewise. Safe travels, Captain. Engage.
Interesting report. This alien was trapped for eons in the Nexus and wanted to leave? As I understand it, the Nexus is a paradise. Apparently there's at least one life form out there who disagrees. Fortunately, you saved a lot of lives, and 3 Starfleet vessels. Captain LaForge tells me they'll spend some time in space dock, but they'll be ready for duty again soon. And we can use all the ships we can get on the frontier these days. Well done.
So we are going to take the Omni.
The Kentari and Lukari governments have begun work on a joint colonial site in the Dranur system. Starfleet has been assisting both groups on the project, as have other Alliance members. I'd like you to join the effort and help them get things moving forward. There's been Zenkethi activity in neighboring sectors, and both the Lukari and Kentari have clashed with them in the past. Dranur itself has little tactical value, but the Zenkethi are known to carry a grudge. Keep that colony safe.
I don't believe there's anything here that's worth anything.
Welcome to the Dranur system. Construction of the colony is underway and on schedule. We're lucky. We would have missed this system if the crew of our survey ship hadn't taken a closer look at the anomaly here.
I'm going to take this nice moment to take a break in the action. If you do like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and you would be notified when we stream again. I appreciate those who are watching. It's quite unusual, isn't it?
Very. The anomaly orbits both the planet and its moon, and appears to be stable. It's also very disruptive to long-range sensors. The USS Challenger's team has been very helpful. They've installed several planetary defense systems and provided a number of modular building units for use at the colony site.
Starfleet is quite adept at colonial operations.
Captain LaForge is standing by on the Challenger. Let's not keep him waiting.
Acknowledged. Helm, set a course for the Challenger's location.
Good to see you. I hope the Dranur anomaly didn't give you too much trouble getting here. We've been working with the Kentari and the Lucari to study it. We know it's some sort of subspace disruption, similar to what Starfleet has seen in the Delta Triangle. Not only does it cause sensors to behave erratically, but it seems to create a limited sort of cloaking field, both for the planet and the moon. Captain Kumarke and I have been collecting data on the anomaly, but we could use some more. Mind lending us a hand before we head down to the colony?
Of course.
Let's begin with a system scan. I've seen some strange data at that level.
Same here. It'll be good to get some more eyes on this.
Triangulate a position for a new scan.
Curious. It isn't just our sensors, Captain LaForge.
Agreed. Let's calibrate sensors inside the anomaly. It might cut down on the interference.
Very well. I've indicated an ideal area. Let's try again there. We're making progress, but I can't completely filter the sensor noise.
Let's study those asteroids. There could be clues in how the anomaly affects them.
How peculiar. This material isn't orbiting, it's just drifting.
S-type asteroids, mostly iron and silicates. Nothing out of the ordinary.
One of our emitters is giving some strange readings. Let's take a closer look.
Looks like the emitter relays are offline. We'll need to realign them.
Well done. I'd like to run a spectral analysis at the indicated area.
Let's send a probe to the moon and collect some data on long-term anomaly exposure.
Agreed. But we'll need to get closer to the moon first.
Okay, we have some good data to work with here.
Our science teams have extensive facilities on Dranur. They can help.
Sounds good. I'll see you planet-side. I'm eager to show you the progress we've made here. We've done a lot in a short period of time, and I think you'll be impressed. Ready to beam down and see what we've been working on?
Absolutely.
Welcome to the colony. Kumarke was just telling me a bit about some recent energy tech improvements. Let's take a look around.
What they've already built is quite impressive.
As an engineer, I'm impressed by the technology that our partners brought to this project. Working with it has been a rewarding experience for all of us.
Lead on, Captain.
Welcome. I'm Kajima, one of the industrial designers. Our colony may be fairly new, but we've already accomplished a great deal. I hope you find our work here interesting.
Federation is always glad to be assisting with fledgling colonies.
We're trying to build an industrial infrastructure while respecting Lucari design recommendations. It's, let's say, challenging. For instance, they've included considerable xenoscaping. They're committed to incorporating native plant life into the design spaces. It takes considerable effort, but it does mean that our structures are less susceptible to invasive problems with local plant life.
Aesthetic as well as functional. We'll keep an eye out for it.
Dranure's quite the hidden paradise, don't you think?
We only needed a minimum level of terraforming here.
The fusion of Lucari and Kentari technology has been very effective.
Our integrated tech output continues to impress. This display will confirm that. As you can see, our energy grid uses an array of natural power sources.
This is the first of many hydropower sites on Dranure. Beautiful, isn't it?
Quite a sight, isn't it? I'm surveying the output as part of setting up hydropower here.
How much power do you think the waterfall generates?
I'd eyeball this at a base of 3 kilowatts, which doesn't seem like much until you consider that there are falls like this all over the coast. They seem to be active year-round. Now, the challenge will be to capture that energy without disrupting the ecosystem.
I notice you're still wearing a breath mask, but the air here isn't polluted.
My lungs were damaged by toxic gases on New Kentar. It's made me more conscious of the need to regulate the pollution that we generate, and more appreciative of what we have here.
Thanks for your time.
Come upstairs. There's an excellent view of the colony grounds. The beauty of this world will survive only if we work to preserve and protect it. Let's head up to the science lab. They're working on some exciting projects.
As you can see, we've made considerable progress here.
Indeed. I'm quite proud of our achievements.
There's more to be done, but the foundation we've laid is solid.
Fair warning, our researchers can be a bit eccentric. We should be able to get results from one of the lab consoles here.
Oh, very well. Let's see what the scientists have to say.
Ah, we've been expecting you. You've sent a good deal of interesting data to us. We've already been analyzing it. I'll let my companion Eshel explain the findings in more detail.
It may be early, but do you have any interesting results that you can share?
Thank you, my dear. The first thing I realized is that the inert particles should be orbiting to obey gravity rather than holding position. I've been focusing my attention there Well, Ursha has been reviewing the logs from the disabled satellite. Here, check the probe data from the moon. If some outside force was acting on the particles, it should also be affecting the moon.
Seems like a good starting place.
Funny. My ocular implants are picking up a noticeable amount of germanium here. There wasn't any outside. Where did that come from?
Germanium is here too?
Ah, we do have a few of the crystals here. Oh, strictly for study, of course. Don't worry. The anomaly prevents outside scans from detecting them. Oh, they're very safe down here. Here, I'll show you.
You brought those here, despite the danger they present?
This was the best way to study them. We needed the lab's facilities.
Oh, besides, we were just gonna take them back to the moon when we finished.
Just a moment. I'm getting a message.
Captain Kamarke, Zenkethi's ships have just entered the system. They're firing an unknown projectile at the moon. It's some kind of protomatter torpedo.
A protomatter torpedo? That's not good.
Their ships are turning toward the planet. If they have a torpedo, they may be able to hit us from orbit.
The Zenkethi are ruthless. We need to ready our defenses. Why now? Why are they so interested in these crystals?
The crystals! They're hatching? Zenkethi are turning toward the planet. They're heading for us.
We need to get the colony's defenses online right now. The tactical station is just across the way. Let's make our way there. Their comms from here. Hold on.
They seem to be immune to one of my abilities. I seem to be overly successful.
That cargo is blocking the way. Head down to the beach and around.
We're still tapped into Zenkethi comms.
Increase your efforts. Eliminate the defenses at once. Captain Paul, beam down for ground assault. Burn the consulate. It shall be done.
Wow, the Zenkethi have cool fighters. I want one of those.
Turn off your defenses or be destroyed.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Are you here to bomb us or to eradicate this swarm?
There are only a few Dransuli here. Let's clear this place and be done.
50 critics has burned sheds and scales again. You're wrong. Don't let me down. Keep your scales on. These little softies are pretty tenacious. Which? The bugs or the colonists?
The Dransuli infestation has been dealt with. Your assistance is appreciated. A suggestion? This colony has been using open communication channels. That is unwise. You never know who may be listening in out there after all.
Now that the menace is destroyed, there's no reason to attack this world.
Let me check my scanner. The infestation seems to be eliminated. Usually it's best to be absolutely sure, but there doesn't appear to be a need to waste a protomatter weapon. Don't make this mistake again. Take immediate action if you suspect the presence of Dransuli.
Thank you for your assistance. This colony world has an opportunity to flourish. Two to beam up. Technically 3 to beam up. Hell, that's in the Kathy. Attack now.
We're still tapped into Zinkethi comms.
And I have assumed control of Zenkethi forces in this sector. Let us cease hostilities and speak reasonably.
I'm listening, Captain.
As you and I both know, planet Dranur has been completely scourged of what we call Dransuli. There is no reason for further conflict between us. We will leave this system peacefully, if you are agreeable.
Very well.
A warning. The Autarch's resolve is unwavering. He will not rest until the Dronsuli are no more, and he will not spare anyone in his way. Choose your side carefully.
Understood.
Zenkethi must be terrified of these Dronsuli. They're willing to commit genocide to eliminate them, and Zenkethi don't scare easily. Fortunately, some of the Zenkethi are willing to see reason. Things could have been a lot worse if Captain Parr hadn't intervened on our behalf. For now, we need to let the Alliance know what we've learned here. Safe travels.
This new information on the crystals the Zenkethi have been attempting to eradicate is disturbing to say the least. Starfleet will be monitoring the worlds we know of that contain these eggs. We'll be doing all we can to study them, and, if necessary, protect them. Despite the incident at Dranur, we don't know if this species is truly hostile. Finally, I've spoken with officials in both the Lukari and Kentari governments. They're going to proceed at Dranur despite the incident. We will continue to assist them in this endeavor and protect them from any Zenkethi reprisals.
And that will be your colony fleet holding. I think I'm just going to take the shield. Just in case. I don't need that. Don't need anything from here. Alright.
Starfleet intelligence believes a Zenkethi attack on an Alliance world could happen very soon. And with their new proto-matter torpedoes, billions of lives could be lost in moments once such an attack begins. We've spotted several Zenkethi fleet groups on the move in the Alpha Quadrant. I'm assigning you to patrol an area near one of those groups. If they launch a proto-matter attack, I want you in position to put a stop to it.
Hey, the Bajor set. This Bajor set, it's a decent, very low budget set. If you're ever looking for it, it tends to be outclassed by reputation stuff, but it's still pretty good. And then there is actually one more piece, which I think is... It's in the Phoenix, I believe, which I can't get to right now. Did I just not accept that mission? It's in the Phoenix box.
Starfleet intelligence.
We don't need to listen to that again.
Our scouts have found an attack element of the Zenkethi.
Alright. But with that being said, I am going to end it for right now. I'm going to go do my my 11 o'clock winter wonderland stuff, and then I might come back and do a couple more missions. I might finish out New Frontiers. After that, well, we'll check to see what time it is after I finish with my rotation within the winter wonderland. But if you have been watching, thank you for watching. If you do like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I stream or post a video. I do appreciate those who have been watching.